Hi, this is Merri Mayweather, and I'd like to welcome you to this week's Small Town Stories. This is a blog, not a short story this week, and it's called Good Things Happen To. And I'm going to start, for those of you that are on the podcast, I'll describe the picture. It's the ABC rug in the library. It is a navy blue rug with books all around the edges. In the circle, it has the alphabet. Inside the circle, it says we all have the same 26 letters. It's what we do with them that counts. And that was one of my Instagram posts from many years ago. And so now I'll start. My first library class of the school year begins with wide-eyed 5-year-olds. I have them sit on the ABC rug and read a story about being nice to our books. And they appropriately gasp in horror. And for years I will see these children suggesting books they might like, listening to them read, and developing a rapport. On the last day of 6th grade, the rest of the school holds hands London Bridge style, forming a school-length human tunnel. The kids chant, "On to junior high," as a celebratory send-off. And I'm at the end of the line with the welcome sign. So the kids are in a new building, but they feel safe. The same person who greeted them at the end of that first day of school will be with them as their middle school reading, writing, study hall teacher, and librarian. This year's 7th grade class, thanks to our friend, the Rona, they lost out on that. They also missed out on the end of the year camping trip, and they also did not get the goodbye hugs from the 6th grade teacher. And let me tell you, I heard about it on the first day of school, and the litany of the 2020 woes began. Now, we had been in school for 2 weeks when I had enough. People all over the country are facing unimaginable certainty, and we are privileged. We are blessed. Our class sizes are so small we were able to return to in-person school. The summer weather has afforded our farmers abundant crops, and I had to put a stop to the negativity. Now, so just so you can get an idea, this is a craft from that class. Now, what you have right here is it was rather creative. They used hole punch, the paper from hole punch, to make their sign, and they broke the vacuum cleaner because when they had to vacuum up it jammed. So again, who do you think they blamed for this? 2020. Okay, so I had to put a stop to negativity. And so my ponytail, right now I have a little messy bun, but when we're having a little bit of a rough day, see that little bit right there? The whole thing pops out. And then you see these little, right there? They start standing up like antenna looking for signs of sanity. So the ponytail's wagging, the sanity antenna's waving, and I say sometimes bad things happen, kids. We can't blame the year for everything that goes wrong. And that was code for, I hate to say it, kid, but you've been losing your favorite pencil at the craft center for years. And then I ended it with, because you know the rant, blah, 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 blah. You got to end on a happy note. So I go, that, and 2020 has brought us some good things, like, come on, work with me, because I just complained, made me happy. And of course I forgot they're 7th graders. They challenged me. They were like, name one. Without missing a beat, I declared, it's easy. I get to see you for 3 hours a day, and that makes me happy, which it does. Actually, I love these kids. They love me too, so it's a reciprocity going there. And then I gestured with I told you so. And so while 2020 has struggles, it's brought me some amazing things. Now, there's always this one kid, obviously. They were stunned. They were like, whoa, she said she liked us. This one kid says, I don't think you'll feel that way once you get to know me. I've been with this kid since kindergarten. Once I get to know you, the class just bust out laughing. But then again, point was made. And the point was, this year's rough. But the fires of frustration will bring us gold. The fires of frustration have brought us gold. First off, my husband has learned to wash the dishes. And then, we're grateful for our meals. The kids are so happy to be back at school. I'm happy to be back at school. Parents are happy to be back at school. And the biggest takeaway was, through all this, I've learned It's easy to love something when it's perfect. When there's blips, it gets harder. When you're seeing some ugly, it's really hard. And I've learned how to fall in love with life again. I've learned how to be forgiving. I've learned how to see people with an understanding eye. I've learned to give grace so they can breathe and come back and show the kinder side of themselves. 2020 has taught me that. And so while life isn't perfect, she can be beautiful. And so that's the end of this post. I encourage you to look for the beautiful in life. I look for things to fall in love with life again. And I'll stop for now, and I'll remind you, make good choices.